This is a summary of my exchange year in the US and how it was like a movie plot with all of the plot twists possible. Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm Brazilian. I am 24 years old now, but when I did the exchange program, I was 15 years old. I went to a really, really small city. Not even a city, it's like a teensy tiny town and in the middle of Washington, and everybody knew everybody, and it's like, anyway, my first host family, because I had three, my first host family lived in a farm, so I lived in a farm for like 3 months, all because I said I liked horses, and they were like, that's a match, I want that girl, and I had no experience with horses. But anyway, the first friends I made were Mexican. There were like a lot of Mexicans there, and they were like really welcoming. They were such nice people, at least the girls. The boys were kind of funny, but I loved them. And when it came time to like choose a sport for the winter, they were like, come to basketball, we all play basketball, etc., etc. I was like, okay, let's play basketball. But I really wanted cheerleading. I just didn't think I would be good at it because the girls were like practicing all throughout the, what's it called? The vacation and everything. And I was like, okay, maybe not that. Maybe I'll just do better in basketball and I'll go there. But even though I didn't do cheerleading, I became friends with the cheerleaders, like the captain of the cheerleaders and all her little minions, I want to say. That's kind of offensive, but it was like that. I bet you're watching, girl, but I like you. I'm just telling the story, okay? One day I was sitting in history class and I asked a friend of mine, who is that blonde guy? He's like so fine. He is super intelligent, like I'm into him. And she was like, girl, no. No. Don't you dare do that. He is the captain of the basketball team, and he is the ex-boyfriend of the captain of the cheerleaders. But I am stubborn as hell. So I went to talk to her. I was like, girl, do you mind if I date him? And she was like, nah, girl, it's okay. It's fine. I don't care. And I was like, okay, bet. Turns out she wasn't all that okay about it. But I started dating him. And he was literally like the star. He was the star in basketball. He was the star in football. And it was literally a movie plot, but with a Brazilian in it, which was all that much fun. And the cheerleaders started like not liking me anymore, especially the one that was his best friend. She was the best friend, but she was jealous as fuck that I was dating him. She was super jealous. I didn't care. I was like, I hold my ground. I'm Brazilian. It's all good. He likes me. I like him. It's all good. Funny thing though, he could have his best friend, his girl best friend, but I could not talk to guys. Yeah. Anyway, that's a problem for another day. One day I get to school and I had already switched families like 2 times. I had to switch the first time because it was not a match and the farm was full of family members of that family that were not supposed to be there, and we weren't getting along. So I had to switch to a friend's family's house. So my friend was like, you can come live with us, and I was like, okay, bet, that's good, thank you so much. And then her mom had cancer during Christmas time, so I had to switch houses again. I went to another friend's house, and that host family was like perfect. Not that the others weren't. The first wasn't really, but the second was great. Just the mom had cancer and I couldn't stay there. But the third family was really great. But life was kind of hectic. I was an exchange student. I was 15, and I was having to switch houses like 2 to 2 months, I had to switch houses. So it's crazy. One day I get to school, and the friend that hosted me the first time, like the second host family, she had started talking shit about me. She was saying to everybody that I was cheating on Lincoln, my boyfriend, the blonde guy, the captain of the football team and all. And I was not. I was most definitely not cheating on him. I was like obsessed with him. And she was telling everybody that I was cheating on him, and he even asked me like, are you really not cheating on me? And I was like, man, I don't even got the time. I ain't got the time. But anyway, that day she was acting as if nothing had happened, and we were at lunch, and we usually sat at the same table. Literally like the movies, the long tables where everybody grabbed their lunch and sat wherever. And she sat right in front of my boyfriend. And I was like right beside him, and she was sitting right in front of him. And I was looking at her like, are you insane? Do you really want to like throw some hands right now or something? And she was talking to him a lot. And I was like, don't talk to my boyfriend. Because I was that toxic. I regret it. I'm not proud of it, but I was like that. So anyway, I was like, don't talk to my boyfriend. And she started yelling, like, I'ma beat your ass, and I'ma punch you, and whatever. And I was like, girl, bet. Try and punch me. And then the principal was like, the principal's office was right near where we were sitting. And they called us in, and they were like, you can't fight like that. And she was like threatening me in front of the principal. And he was like, girl, you crazy. And he let me out, but he was like talking shit to her. Like, you cannot do that. She's our exchange student. Anyway, we didn't throw hands, but she really wanted to beat me. And I don't even know why she was mad. But like, nowadays, we're good. We talk sometimes, and she's already got 3 kids, which is kind of insane to me, but anyway. End of the story. I dated Lincoln for almost 2 years, and I only stayed in the exchange program for like 9 months. So we dated while I was back in Brazil, and he was, I don't even want to talk about it, but he was very possessive. He didn't want me to have friends and all, guy friends. And he ended up breaking up with me because I finally did become a cheerleader here in Brazil, and he didn't like the clothes I wore. And he was like, you're looking like a slut. And I was like, man, what? And he was like, yeah, if you're wearing that to practice, you might as well be like fucking those guys. Most of them are gay, but he couldn't grasp that. Anyway, he broke up with me. And if you are Brazilian, you bet you know what I did after that. I was in my 3rd year, my senior year. So I went to Porto Seguro with all the parties and all the guys and all the girls. I found out I like girls after that. Yeah, it was overall a great experience. If you want to know more about this crazy story of my exchange student program, just drop a comment. Let me know what you want to know, and I'll make another video, maybe. Bye.